Uh, I don't have one today though. Chris, any special 1 minute thoughts for the day while we load up on LinkedIn?
Any 1 minute thoughts?
Yeah,
Keep
usually I
pushing. Keep keep pushing every
keep
day.
pushing.
That's
Usually
my
I
thought.
think it. Usually I think of something like, why is the sky blue? Is it reflecting off the? Is it because it reflects off the ocean? That doesn't make sense. Because what about the trees that are green? Or I guess it's the other way around. Why is water blue? Is it reflecting off the sky? Or is it
Oh
clear?
yeah.
Is water wet?
Is water wet?
Is
No,
water
things
wet?
get wet.
Things get wet. But all right, today we want to jump right into it, if that's all right. So we want to show exactly what we do, how we help companies. So
How do we do that?
how do we do that? Number one, we get the money. Okay, here we go. Share screen. Okay. All right, Chris, cut in whenever you say. So this is a media. This is how we're helping companies right now. So thought we'd just put it out there and show everybody. So we help them. Um, every company has a basic sales cycle, right? And the basic sales cycle is generate a lead, book an appointment, and make a sale. Bing, bang, boom. So what we do is uh, the traditional way, right? Traditional way to book an appointment. The traditional way to book an appointment is have a setter process. So have somebody make phone calls, right? So you get a lead, and lead comes in, and then you're like, okay, you got to call the lead or contact the lead somehow. So the traditional way to do that is a setter. Yeah, for your company is first you have to hire a setter. You got to hire a setter. He needs a computer and a phone, or at least a phone. Then you have to pay for whatever dialer service that he's using, or CRM, right? Then you have to call only while the setter can only call while he's working, right? Which means are you calling at the right time of the day? Who knows? And setter will get, and we expect him to make $100 a day. So $100 a day seems to be what everybody is just like. Make $100 a day, and you make more money. Okay. Then the setter gets burned out. Then the setter starts missing work because they get sick, or they want to go on vacation, or they just don't feel like working that day, or you expect them to make
Tired
100
of
and they don't.
hearing no.
Tired of hearing no. Yeah, that's a real thing. Then you have to motivate the setter. So it's like, all right, let's motivate these guys. And then you're spending all your days motivating instead of like training and working your business. And then the setter quits, and you have to, or eventually the setter's going to quit, and you have to rehire and start this process all over again. And you have to constantly be training. And that's not a bad thing. It just is what it is. But that's how setters work. Okay. And that's what makes this process like this. The customer follow up process is manual, it's messy, and a lot of times it's unorganized. Setters forget to make notes, setters forget to call people, setters take long breaks when they get bored, and things like that. Okay? So then you get stuck in this cycle, right? Hire, train, motivate, they quit. So you hire, then you train them, then you motivate them, and they quit. Then you hire, train, motivate, quit. Okay?
And you're lucky if they quit or just don't show up.
That's right. That's right.
You
This
get
is what.
lucky if they call you and tell you I quit.
That's right. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I'll go find somebody better than you, for another month, right? Until they do the same thing. All right. Then this is what everybody company does. Okay? Every company does this, and it just is what it is. It's how it's been for a long time, and it does make sales. Obviously, people make money doing this, but you're not every company because you're sick of this headache. Hire, train, motivate, quit. Whoop. Where am I going? All right. So next, let's show you how to follow the yellow brick road. Ding, 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 to how to book appointments now. Okay. This is how we're going to do it. This is how we are going to help you qualify leads and book appointments, so you can turn leads into appointments. That's what it's all about. It's all about them appointments.
And then turn those into sales.
And turn those into sales, baby. All right. So it's super simple. It's just 3 steps, and this is what we do. This is what we're doing for people. So, okay. First, we're going to create an appointment setting script. We use AI to do this, and this is how we use AI. So when you use AI, Chris, what don't you have? You don't have any of this. You
No,
don't
any of the
have
problems of human setters, the coming in late, the only made 10 phone calls today, sick, quitting, training over and over and over,
over and over and
having to
over.
pay out commissions, any of that stuff kind of instantly goes away, and efficiency increases automatically. Um, a lot of headaches go away
Not
because you can have confidence that 100% of the time your leads are going to be called and qualified if they answer, when they answer.
in the words of Anchorman, 60% of the time it works every time. But that's for the appointment centers. But yeah, you don't have to worry that you're not making 100 or however many, right? You could call them instantly. What if all your setters? What if you have two setters and you get a new lead comes in, right? We'll talk about that in a second. Then they have to wait to call that lead at a certain point or whatever. So okay, so that's what we do with AI. Okay, and now we're going to show you how to quickly set that up. Now remember, hiring. How long does it take to hire a setter? What's the hiring process look like, Chris?
You got to have interviews. Um, you got to look through resumes and cover letters and determine personalities and who's faking it on the interview, who's legit, who's really driven and motivated, who's
Not
going
to
to follow
mention,
through.
not to mention, you got to spend money to find all those people in the first place. So I mean,
Well, yeah,
you're
you got to
you got to have a
reach
recruiter to
out
call
to.
them all. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Or you're looking at a staffing company to that you're going to give a percentage to have people come in and be available to work for you, which also takes time. You still have to go through the interview process. You still have to talk to these people, vet them, figure out who's a good fit for your company, if you're a good fit for them. Um, it's a process. It could take weeks. It could take days, um, just depending on the availability of bodies, willing bodies, willing
willing
people that want
bodies.
to go through what it takes.
That's right. Then they got to come in. You got to make sure you get their logins. And you can't even, they can't even work day one for the most part because they're just trying to get oriented, do some training, find their logins. They got to sit with somebody to figure out the calendars of the closers and things like that, right? So even once you hire them, you're still a day or two before you can actually get them on the phone and get them going. So, it's just messy. It's just messy. It's a lot to it, and it is messy. And a lot of times it's manual, and then you bring them on, and then they're like, "Oh, when's my commissions?" Right? And you get into that big mess, and you got to file tax forms and all that stuff. So that's always fun. All right. So instead of doing all that, we can hire somebody in just a few minutes. So let's show you how to do that. Does that sound good? Perfect. Okay. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to create an appointment setting script. You can totally do this in ChatGPT or whatever GPT you want to put it in, right? So here's an appointment setting script. If you want to steal this one, cool. If you comment down below, hey, let me see an example prompt of an appointment setting script, I'll totally send it to you. So just comment down below there, and we'll get you an example prompt of an appointment setting script. And of course, you can adjust it to whatever uh, niche you're in or business you're in. But yeah, so I'll totally send you an example prompt. So we literally just put it in Chat GPT. Okay. Next, we're going to plug the script into retail, and we have that retail. We did this retail video about how to adjust it a little bit and make it a little bit better. But basically, you just plug the script into retail, copy paste pretty much, and boom, you're good to go there. And yeah, so it's that easy. And you can use, there's other companies you can use. We find retail's pretty darn good. And then you're going to connect your AI caller to your calendar. This is very, very important because if your AI is not connected to your calendar, it will talk to it, and then if it doesn't transfer it, it won't go. The conversation won't go anywhere, right? That's the most important part is connecting it to your calendar. So this is Sasha, and we just use Zapier to connect to the calendar. It's super easy, super simple, super easy. and in 5 minutes or call it 10 minutes, you have an AI appointment center. So, um, how long would that take if, once again, how long would that take if we just went out and tried to hire somebody? Could it take 10 minutes?
Oh, it could take, if you're lucky, if you found the right person out
No.
walking by your shop,
Walking by your shop. Can you, and then you just go,
and you
hey, can you
grab
come
them.
make some phone calls for me?
Yeah, I mean, it could be that easy, but definitely most of the time it's not. It's a process. It can take
No.
months to find a good appointment setter, receptionist, host,
Yeah.
whatever need your business has. That can take. That is a process
Yeah.
where this can be set up in a day, basically, for the
In a
right
day.
companies. In a day,
And
we can have this running for you.
and remember, this doesn't exist. You never have the quit. You never have to hire. You never have to motivate. They just do their job. That's it. So boom. Okay. And they'll never deviate. They'll never have bad days. All that good stuff. Okay. Moving on. Moving
We
on.
got a
Moving on.
question in our chat about beauty industry, asking if this is for the beauty industry. This is excellent for the beauty industry. Whether you're an esthetician, a nail tech, a hairstylist, any kind of service industry, especially people that are always using their hands and can't answer the phone, um, or you're in a quiet room and can't answer the phone, you're with a customer, can't answer the phone. This can answer, book, schedule, provide information 24/7 all day long. On the weekends when you're closed, you can wake up in the morning and have a calendar booked of appointments because people weren't leaving a message on a voicemail, hoping to hear back from someone. Um, it, it definitely has major advantages in businesses like that.
Beauty industry is great. The other industry that we find is the real estate industry. Anytime we call a realtor, uh, we call them right, and we go, "Hey, Mr. Realtor," or we call the realtor and we get a voicemail, just about every time, literally every time,
Every time,
right?
literally.
And the voicemail says, "Hey, my name is John, whatever. Hey, it's John with XYZ Realtor. Your call is very important to me. I'd love to get back to you as soon as I can. And do you ever hear back from them? Maybe, who knows? But also, your call is very important to me. Like, okay, then get back to me. but how many people can answer the phone while they're showing a house? You're literally sitting in there with a customer and you want to answer the phone because maybe you're working that the house you're in a better deal, right? Or maybe the house 5 doors down needs to be sold. You're gonna pick that up and say, "Yeah, I'm just." No, you're gonna deal with the customer you're in, anyways. But so, perfect. All right, so then we connect the trigger, right? We connect the web page to trigger the API setter to call the leads once they've given your phone number from your ad, right? So you have an ad out, everybody has ads out, and you have a funnel. It says, hey, if you like my product, give me your phone number and your email. As soon as the phone number comes in, you can have this AI call them right away. So, all right, that's not the end of it though, is it? No, let's follow the yellow brick road to more beautiful things. Okay, there's this thing called speed to lead, right? How fast can you call your leads? You ever heard of speed to lead, Chris?
I've heard of it. Why is that important?
Why is this important? Okay, well, let me give you just a couple little stats here. Within the first 60 minutes, contacting a lead drops by a factor of 10%. Okay, for every 5 minutes you wait. So if you don't call them right away, it's just boop, 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 right? That's all it is. And it's kind of like this when you walk into a shoe store and you're like, oh my gosh, these shoes are so beautiful, the ones on display. If you were to just, if those were basically the only shoes in the store, you'd buy them, right? But because there's literally 100 plus more shoes on the wall, you go look at the wall, and then the shoes on the display become less beautiful, right? So if you're not talking to that person right away, if you're not calling them right away, then they're just getting their information elsewhere. It could be false, right? Whatever it is, and they're just going to go look for more information. It's what people do. So you need to call them right away. You need to give them your correct information.
Your leads turn into old ugly shoes.
Old ugly shoes, man. And then this is what happens as well. Like I talk about putting that thing on display, putting your beautiful shoes on display. The first business to speak to a lead on the phone is 238% more likely. to get that lead as a customer than the second business it talks to, right? Once again, imagine you're a beauty product. Hey, does your beauty product do this for my cheeks? I don't wear beauty products. Can you tell? Hey, does your beauty product do this for my cheeks? Of course it does, right? Oh, great, I'm buying from you, right? So, same thing with haircut. Hey, hairdresser, can you get me? Same thing with realtors. Like you talk to a realtor, and it's just like they're gonna go with you, right? They're gonna go with you. So shopping around for realtors is terrible. I've done it a couple times. So just talk to the first person you talk to, and it's great. It's much better if they answer the phone. All right, calling a prospect within 5 minutes of a form versus 60 minutes of a form increases your conversion by 341%. It's huge. 300 just by calling them faster. That's all it is. And it's related to calling them first, right? So as we move down, the odds of contacting a lead called in 5 minutes are 100 times higher. 100 times higher than if waiting 30 minutes.
Yes,
It's incredible.
for sure.
It's incredible. 100 times.
If someone clicks on a link, their phone is in their hand,
Yeah. Boom. Yeah.
or they're
It's
sitting in
like
front of their computer and ready to get a message.
it's like when you call somebody they don't answer, so you send them a text, right? And they text you back some information, and then you call them and they pick up. Like you know the phone's in their hand. Call them, right? Call them. Don't wait. You are 100 times more likely to reach a lead if you call them within 5 minutes than you are if you call them within 30 minutes, right? So the odds are higher and you're more likely. Okay? When marketing or a salesperson can connect a lead in the first 5 minutes, your conversion rate is 21 times higher. That's conversion rate. That's not connecting rate. That's conversion rate. That's crazy. Look, what's the best way to be like, okay, when people go, we need more sales. Okay, we can up our conversion rate by 21, right? We can times it by 21 just by calling our leads faster. Great, that's easy to do. Let's do that. Like it's like the simplest thing you can do, right? Is call your leads
Don't wait.
faster. Yeah, it's not
Don't
like you need to.
procrastinate.
It's crazy. Just that's it. Just by not procrastinating. Just by being ready. Okay, and if you call a lead within 60 seconds, you're 500% more likely to convert the lead. Okay, 500%. That's crazy. That's crazy. So just call them right away. Like, right away. Now, how do you call them right away without hitting refresh? Refresh, 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 refresh. How do you call them right away? How do you call them within 60 seconds? That's what I want to know.
I got an
How do you
answer.
do it? How do you do it, Chris?
Get yourself an AI caller.
Follow the yellow brick road. Do an appointment setter
To your
process,
AI
right?
agent.
So your AI agent. So we built an agent before. We showed you how to use it, but like, really, how do you use it? Okay, because once again, 600% if you call them within the first 60 seconds. So once again, everybody's asking the question: how do we make more sales? How do we convert more leads? We're paying for these leads. How do we convert more? I don't know. Maybe I'll just call them faster. Great. That's the number one thing we can do without spending a whole lot of money, and the conversion rates are just raise our conversion rates instantly, right? It's not going to be your training. It's not going to be hiring a new customer support of development. I don't know. It's literally just calling them faster. Okay, just call them faster. Sorry. Any more in the chat? Any more in the chat? Let's see. Real quick. Doing a robot dance. This is a game changer. I'm working with a client. The phone rings. The client's in front of me. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. When you're in front of a client, that is your priority. The person in front of you is your priority, right? And then the phone rings and you're like, I just lost out on X dollars, hundreds of dollars, because I can't answer the phone. I gotta take care of this person, and you don't feel bad for taking care of that person, but you feel bad for not answering the phone.
And
Perfect.
this goes for any business. You know, if you got a car dealership and it's a busy day, it's your 4th of July weekend, and all your salesmen are out showing cars, and the phone starts ringing because more people
Yep.
want to buy cars, and there's no one there to answer it. Well, guess what? They're going up the street to the next dealership because every dealership is having a sale because it's 4th of July. Um, and they're going to go get a car. Someone wants something, they're going to get it that day somewhere. Might as well
Somewhere.
be with you.
Might as well be with you. Remember, 238% chance more likely to go with the first person who picks up. So, okay, this is what we're gonna do. This is how you are gonna implement this into your business, and then you can just boom make some more money. Okay. So you're gonna make an AI calling appointment setter. We call her Sasha. This is Sasha. Everybody say hi, Sasha. Hi, Sasha. Okay. So we make an AI appointment setting call. Okay. They're gonna immediately call the customer right away. That's your instantly 500% rate, right? 21 times higher, more likely to convert. Okay. You're gonna raise that up. That's instantly you're gonna raise that up. So you're already making more revenue right there. All right. Now we got 3 channels here. We're gonna go down these 3 channels, and this is what we do. This is exactly what we do. They immediately call, okay, and if they pick up, great. They have a phone conversation. I'll show you that in a second. If they don't pick up, you're gonna text, right? We're gonna send a text 6 minutes later. Hey, missed your call. Would love. Saw you didn't book a calendar. Would you like to book a calendar with us? Okay. The text is gonna go out right after the phone call if they don't pick up. So then they're gonna wait 6 minutes and then another text. Okay. Now the other thing is this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This is where all the crap is. Oh, crap's over here. Crap's over here. There we go. This is where all the crap is. So it's easy to have even honestly, it's not even that hard. Too hard, I should say. It's not too hard to have a human do that. Hit refresh, sit by the phone, and literally just wait. Oh my gosh, okay. Here comes the lead. Boom, call. It's not that hard to get somebody to do that. What is hard is to do anything after that. So if they don't pick up the phone and they don't answer, that's where everybody loses tons of money. Tons of money. And everybody knows, right? The FU money's in the follow-up. That's why they call it the FU money. Follow up. See what I'm saying? So that is where that's right. That is where Sasha is.
If you don't follow up, it's gonna F you up. It's gonna F your business up.
That's right. And if you do follow up, then you got the FU money, the follow-up money. That's right.
Get the FU money.
You can either get the FU money or get FU'd, right? Okay. So that's where onto this big pile of crap. And guess who's the best in the world at this big pile of crap? Chris knows who the best in the world this big pile of crap is. It is Sasha. Sasha, baby. Her name is Sasha Fierce. Rawr. Okay, here we go. Sasha handles. This is how we handle it with Sasha. So this is text over here, and this is the callers. So she handles it like this. She's going to make a call. Okay, and if they don't pick up, cool. And then we're going to do a 1 hour follow-up. We're going to do 1 hour phone call follow-up. We're going to do a 1 hour text follow-up. Okay, and we have a pretty good text drip campaign that we do. It's super simple. It's nothing crazy. It doesn't even sound salesy. It's just kind of a hey, did you forget type thing, right? Because a lot of times, just even with your kids, your wife will be like, hey, make sure you buy milk at the store. But maybe you have a kid with you and your kid's going crazy, and then you buy everything at the store except for the milk, right? It's the same thing. Oh yeah, just forgot the milk. That's all, right? Just forgot. Just didn't click in time. Cool. We'll just say hey, we're here for you. So we'll get a phone call and a text, okay? Then boom, we go next. Next step is we go with a 3 hour follow-up with a phone call. Maybe they were at work, people are in meetings, they can't answer, it is what it is. And then we go with a 24 hour follow-up text, because most people are going to read all their texts at that point. Most people read all their text, and they don't like being bombarded with text. They just need a reminder, right? That's where we're at. This is where it gets crazy. And so some people can do this. Some people can text a day later. Some people can follow up the same day. Maybe you can. We just find people just drop off at this point, because you just get busy with other stuff and filling out notes and just garbage. So 48 hour follow-up.
Those new leads.
And hitting those new leads. You got to call the new ones.
Forgetting about the ones that were called 3 or 5 times later down.
Or you give up on them.
Every company, yeah.
Or you just give up on them, right? Like your supervisor goes, hey, did you call this lead 10 times? And you go, I called him 4 times. He never picks up. Like, yeah, he will. He'll pick up. Chris, how long does it take before a touch point of a customer, usually before they buy?
Well, they say anywhere between 5 and 12.
5 and
and
12 touch
that's kind
points.
of where you get the sale. That's where the
Fi-
magic happens.
That's where the magic happens. And look, we're only at, right here, which is a lot of people can do this 1 hour follow up. And, I'll give them even this right here. That's a phone call, a text, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you're at like kind of 5 touch points right here. Okay, that's good. Like, okay, good job. But the next touch points are where you crush it. Okay, so, um, 3 hour follow up. All right. Then who's doing a 24 and 48-hour follow up? There's a lot of people that will do a 24-hour follow up, maybe, but it's only going to be one phone call, and then they're going to give up, right? This 24-hour follow up is is not just like a one time call, right? Like we're calling 3 times a day on our 24-hour follow up, 3 different times a day, okay? And then we have our 48 follow up on the text, and then you can do 48-hour follow ups forever, and we can call them 1 week forever, and right here is where we find people just absolutely give up after this 3 hour follow up. People are just giving up, right? And then they just say lead's no good, and they just dump the lead. Okay. But once again, that's where the FU money is. That's where the FU money is. And what we do is, this is the easy part. To be quite honest, the easy part here is in the email automated sequence. And so we send a 14-day email sequence. We find out after 14 days, if you just kind of go to weekly reminders, that's where you can go for there. Weekly reminders forever. But yeah, we just have a pre-written 14 email sequence that says, "Hey, we love you. We'd love to help you.
We're thinking about you.
We're thinking about you and how cute you are in the mirror," and we go from there. So,
You got your AI assistant waiting for you.
that's right. And what does this solve? This solves burnout. This burnout right here. Oh yeah, that's right. Because you get burnt out. Forgot to show you this. You get burnt out. This is what you look like. This is what you look like after this much information. You look burnt out. But don't forget, the client takes 8 to 12 follow-ups, right? Most people are 8 to 12 follow-ups before they buy. And a follow-up, like I said, could literally just be a phone call that they didn't answer, but then they answer the next one. And you didn't make that next call.
Yeah.
Just because you're busy. You didn't want to or you're busy. There's a lot that goes on. So don't forget about that, okay?
You can make sales on the 10th try.
Yeah. You got to get to the 10th try. But you can
11th
make
try.
sales on
You
the
gotta
10th
get
try.
there, though.
You got to get there. And people just don't get there that we're finding.
It
Okay,
takes
all
discipline.
this leads to the calendar. All of it leads to the calendar. Once they're on the calendar, everybody's so used to automated calendar reminders, right? You're booked, you get a 24, you get a 1 hour, you get a 10-minute. Everybody knows that. Like that's just ingrained in American life at this point. So, all right, cool. What am I missing, Chris? Because that's it. Like it's so
Well,
simple.
once it's on the calendar, the next step is to close them.
Close them, baby. Close them. Let me
Get
show you.
that close after
Get
they're on
that
the calendar.
close. Yes, sir. And so, how
Provide
do
them
you
with
do
all
this?
that wonderful information
And so,
about
how do
your
you do
business.
this? How do you do this for your business? Look, like I said, if you comment on the video. You can comment now live. I'll send it over to you. Comment on the video. We'll give you an example prompt. No big deal of what we do and how we run sales scripts. Um, but sales scripts aren't what make you. Sales scripts aren't what do it, right? Sales scripts are definitely a help. Sales scripts are huge. I know you guys all work hard, very hard on your sales scripts, and it definitely works. It is needed, right? So I'll send you an example prompt of the sales script if you'd like. But really, where it's at is this. Let me show you this real quick. Change my screen here. All that follow up, all that FU money, looks like this. I wasn't even going to show you this. That's why I didn't have it prepared. But I'm just like, dang, let me show you that secret sauce, baby. Let me show you that secret sauce. Speaking of secret sauce, we're going to be in Las Vegas this weekend. Or not this weekend. Next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. For what, Chris? For what?
Oh, SolarCon.
SolarCon, baby.
Go bring AI appointment setters to all the solar companies and the solar bros.
Yeah, because they need it. They need it. Look, the people need it, man. Okay, this is a.
They're
The
wanting
people need it.
They're needing it. They're looking for it.
They want it. They need it. It's there for them. We really want to help them. Like, we really want to help them do all this FU money, right? So, okay,
Now they're talking about it everywhere. Everybody's looking.
it's a
Everybody
real
needs
thing.
it. Everybody knows. I got to get AI for my business, or I'm gonna be closed in 2026. I'm gonna be
That's real,
left
dude.
behind in the dust.
Okay, let's show this real quick. Just a real quick. Showing just this one little thing. Okay. This is all over the place. Like, what is this? This is the FU. So when you guys go, oh, I can build a thing and I can build a little workflow with the follow up. You're right. You're totally right. You can. But does it look like this? This is the follow up that we have that we can implement into your business, and it's, we get it to your company's procedures and protocols. What do you call those business words? But we get this for you guys, and this is what it looks like. And so if you love to build this yourself, by all means, like, I'm not gonna stop you. I hope you do, right? But this is what, with us, you can get this huge follow up implementation here, right? So that's just an example of a workflow that we have to help people
And
with
this
the
is
FU money.
this is good to show people because a lot of people think, oh, these AI callers are this and this much, but this is what you're really paying for. And these AI callers, you can go buy all the AI callers you want. You can go get outbound callers, but right here, if you can't do this and set it up with the right flow and triggers and systems and integrations, essentially, um, it's it's not going to work.
So
The integration is where it comes in.
100%, 100%. And if you had a magic wand and you could go, that was what that magic wand was. And you could just say, please follow up. Boom. You just saw it. You just saw the follow up. So that is how we do that in your business, baby. That's it. That's what A Media does. Super simple, right? Easy.
And it's even simpler if you just need an inbound customer service rep, receptionist, whatever. That doesn't require any integration. All it requires is a phone number. Forward it to that phone number, and you have a receptionist, customer service, quote unquote sales rep
Yeah.
at your fingertips 24/7 that will answer your phone, schedule you to your calendar, and um, you know, it'll cost you what your coffee costs you per week or less.
Yeah. Or less. Yeah. Yeah.
And you have a
Here's the
receptionist
coffee.
24 hours a day, 365. Um,
Yeah. 365. And you don't have even have to pay taxes
and
on it.
yeah, and it doesn't have to replace a person, especially for like we're talking. Someone was talking about beauty industry. You don't have to replace your front desk person. Now your front desk person is an actual customer service, customer experience person who actually won't put their finger in their face when they're on the phone, anyone's
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 second, give me 1 second. I'll be right with you. No one's waiting. They can actually engage with the customers, bring them coffees and drinks, and make their experience in your shop much more pleasurable.
Much more pleasurable, baby. I love it when people don't answer the phone. But I also think it's funny when I'm in front of them and the phone's ringing because I literally want to be like, say it out loud. Sometimes I do. You want to get that? And they either say yes or no. And it doesn't matter to me because I'm just kind of playing the game and observing human interaction, right? And but they always go, I don't know, what do I do?
What not
Or
to
at an
do.
AutoZone, or if you're at AutoZone, right, or something like that, you buy the car part, and that phone's just nonstop ringing, like mechanics phones nonstop ring, and they do like this to you. Welcome to AutoZone, please hold. AutoZone, please hold. Like, uh,
Yeah, I mean, imagine how much people would like to go to different stores, and everybody knows the stores where you get that kind of behavior. Everybody
yeah,
knows them.
yeah,
And those are the stores that you're kind of forced you have to go to anyways sometimes. And wouldn't it be much nicer to never have to experience that again? I think,
yeah.
so
So
if anyone's out there listening and knows someone that owns a company and their phone service is trash, let them know about Aid Media now.
yeah, Aid
And
Media
we
now.
will come to their rescue and help them handle all their calls.
Perfect. And we'll wrap up here once again in the DMs. If you'd like that free prompt, just hit us a comment. prompt me, baby, something along those lines. Um, Commenting "love it" will get you the prompt as well. So, and that's what we're all about helping companies, give them what they need. So, all right, this has been great. This has been real. Don't forget, we'll be at SolarCon next week, so we might not be on lives very much, just because traveling and
Well, we
stuff.
might be live from
But
SolarCon, baby. Come on.
that's true. We will go live from SolarCon for a little bit. Yeah.
We can do
So
we can do
we'll
a
show
little
off some
a
stuff.
virtual tour. We'll
Yeah, we'll
walk
show off
around.
some
We'll do our
stuff.
live on the floor SolarCon,
It's gonna be awesome.
showing what's going on in the solar world. Shoot.
Tony Robbins
Hopefully
was gonna be there.
maybe hopefully we'll do a live deal. Come on.
Tony Robbins was gonna be there. He had to bail, so they got a couple Shark Tank guys and David, what's his name? David Groggins. So pretty crazy, huh?
Should be exciting.
It's gonna be great. So, all right. Like I said,
Have a great
comment.
Tuesday. Have a great Wednesday. We'll see you Thursday. Peace.
Peace.